Have you ever stopped to wonder if the small, seemingly harmless habits you repeat every day might actually be silently destroying your heart without you even realizing it? Perhaps you believe that once you pass 60, your body naturally weakens and that heart problems are just inevitable. But the truth is far more unsettling. There's a hidden reality that very few dare to face. The daily choices and routines you cling to could be gradually eroding your heart's strength, pushing you closer to life-threatening events like strokes, heart failure, or sudden cardiac arrest. Imagine walking into a clinic looking healthy, feeling fine, yet being diagnosed with serious heart conditions that have been quietly developing inside you for years. This isn't just a story, it's the reality for many seniors who don't recognize the subtle warning signs or the dangers lurking behind their everyday habits. These invisible threats don't shout, they creep up silently, undermining the very organ that has sustained your life since your first heartbeat. This is the secret few talk about. Heart disease doesn't always announce itself with pain or discomfort early on. It often hides, growing worse day by day, until the damage is too severe to ignore. Your heart, the relentless engine powering your body, depends on the choices you make every minute. And now is the moment to understand which of those choices are putting it at risk. But here's the hopeful truth. It's never too late to change the course of your heart's health. By learning to recognize the 10 most harmful habits common among people over 60, and knowing exactly how to replace them with healthier behaviors, you can take back control. This knowledge isn't just a warning, it's your lifeline to a stronger, longer-lasting heart. Before we dive into these critical habits and life-changing solutions, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. Your subscription fuels our mission to bring you reliable, valuable health insights tailored especially for seniors like you. By joining this community, you empower us to continue creating content that can truly make a difference in your life and the lives of those you care about. Now, to get you thinking, here's a simple question. Which daily habit do you believe impacts your heart health the most? A. Leading a sedentary lifestyle with little to no physical activity. B. Consuming an unhealthy diet high in salt, fats, and sugar. Please type or be in the comments below. Your answer helps us tailor future videos to better suit your needs and keeps the conversation going. Remember, awareness is the first step toward transformation. Only by confronting the truth can you reclaim your health and enjoy life to its fullest. Next, we'll explore each of these dangerous habits in detail and show you how to protect your heart effectively. In the journey of life beyond 60, certain habits quietly weave their way into daily routines, creating hidden dangers that relentlessly chip away at heart health. These 10 habits, though common and often overlooked, have profound impacts that can culminate in devastating cardiovascular consequences if left unchecked. First, the absence of physical activity stands as one of the most insidious threats. When the body remains sedentary for prolonged periods, blood flow slows, arteries begin to stiffen, and the heart weakens from lack of use. A simple act like walking, which many dismiss as insignificant, possesses immense power to rejuvenate the heart and maintain its strength. Next, excessive salt consumption silently fuels hypertension and damages arteries. The salt hidden in processed foods, sauces, and snacks often surpasses daily recommendations, causing fluid retention that strains the cardiovascular system. This overload not only elevates blood pressure but also predisposes the heart to failure and stroke. A typical breakfast loaded with greasy, processed foods rich in saturated fats and sugars accelerates the thickening of blood, making the heart's morning workload heavier. Such meals trigger cholesterol spikes and inflammation within blood vessels, creating a fertile ground for arterial blockages precisely when the body is most vulnerable. Regular consumption of alcohol, often underestimated in its effects, compounds cardiac risks. After 60, alcohol metabolizes more slowly, elevating blood pressure and provoking irregular heart rhythms. Even moderate daily intake can damage heart muscle and interfere with vital medications, tipping the balance toward heart disease. The prolonged internalization of stress, anger, and anxiety acts like a corrosive agent on the heart. Elevated cortisol and adrenaline levels lead to faster heartbeats and tightened blood vessels, escalating blood pressure and fostering an environment ripe for heart attacks and strokes. Emotional health and heart health are intertwined in a fragile dance. Ignoring sleep disorders such as sleep apnea or dismissing loud snoring can be fatal mistakes. Intermittent breathing interruptions during sleep reduce oxygen levels, forcing the heart to overwork and increasing risks for hypertension, irregular heartbeats, and sudden death. Quality sleep is a cornerstone of heart repair and resilience. Smoking, including exposure to secondhand smoke, remains a dominant culprit in cardiovascular damage. The toxins inhaled erode artery walls, trigger inflammation, and accelerate plaque accumulation, leading to blockages and heart attacks. There is no safe level of exposure. Quitting smoking is paramount for heart preservation. The habitual use of electronic devices late at night disrupts natural circadian rhythms and melatonin production. Blue light exposure and mental stimulation interfere with restorative sleep, increasing nighttime blood pressure and heart strain. A restless night erodes the heart's ability to recover and fight disease. Frequent indulgence in fast foods and fried snacks loaded with unhealthy fats and salt creates a toxic environment for blood vessels. These dietary choices elevate LDL cholesterol, inflame arteries, and thicken the blood, forcing the heart to labor under increased pressure and heightening the risk of arterial blockages. Lastly, non-adherence to prescribed blood pressure medications poses the most direct and immediate threat. High blood pressure is often symptomless yet deadly, gradually damaging the heart muscle and narrowing arteries. Skipping medication or inconsistent use can trigger dangerous spikes, precipitating heart attacks or strokes. Each of these habits alone carries significant risk, but their combination can be catastrophic. Recognizing and confronting these dangers is essential. Understanding the depth of their impact empowers individuals to make deliberate changes, reclaiming control over their heart health and securing a better quality of life. The harmful habits that quietly embed themselves into daily life do far more than simply affect how one feels in the moment. They inflict deep and lasting damage on the heart and the body as a whole. The heart, a tireless organ that has beaten relentlessly for decades, begins to suffer from the cumulative effects of these destructive behaviors, setting off a cascade of physiological changes that threaten the very foundation of life. When unhealthy habits persist, the arteries that carry blood become hardened and narrowed through a process called atherosclerosis. This narrowing restricts the vital flow of oxygen-rich blood to tissues and organs, forcing the heart to exert more effort to maintain circulation. Over time, this extra workload weakens the heart muscle, diminishing its capacity to pump effectively and leading to chronic heart failure, a condition that severely compromises quality of life and longevity. High blood pressure, often exacerbated by poor diet, inactivity, and stress, acts as a silent but potent adversary. It damages the delicate lining of blood vessels, making them more prone to injury and inflammation. This not only impairs the heart's function but also jeopardizes critical organs such as the kidneys and brain, increasing the risk of strokes and renal disease. The body's systems become ensnared in a vicious cycle where damage in one area accelerates deterioration in others. Poor sleep quality further compounds these cardiovascular risks. Whether due to disrupted circadian rhythms from excessive screen time or untreated conditions like sleep apnea, insufficient restorative sleep elevates stress hormones and blood pressure during the night. This deprives the heart of the essential period of rest and repair it needs daily, gradually eroding cardiac resilience and increasing vulnerability to arrhythmias and sudden cardiac events. Toxins from smoking and excessive alcohol consumption inflame blood vessels and disrupt the heart's electrical rhythms. The heart muscle itself can become damaged and fatty deposits accumulate, accelerating the development of coronary artery disease. These substances impair oxygen delivery and reduce the efficacy of medications, placing a heavy burden on the cardiovascular system and hastening decline. Moreover, chronic emotional stress triggers a persistent state of heightened physiological arousal. The continuous release of stress hormones causes the heart to beat faster and blood vessels to constrict, maintaining elevated blood pressure that overworks the cardiovascular system. This chronic strain increases the likelihood of heart attacks and strokes, making mental and emotional well-being inseparable from heart health. Collectively, these harmful habits create an environment inside the body that fosters deterioration and disease. The heart, which has supported life's every moment, finds itself trapped in a relentless battle against the consequences of daily choices. However, awareness of these effects empowers individuals to intervene before irreversible damage occurs, opening the door to healing and renewed vitality. Understanding the profound impact these habits have is the first step toward reclaiming health and protecting the heart's precious gift of life. Protecting the heart, especially after the age of 60, requires more than just awareness of risks. It demands purposeful, compassionate action rooted in understanding and respect for the body's resilience. True heart care is a journey of small, deliberate steps that collectively nurture strength, restore balance, and renew vitality. The foundation of this journey lies in movement. The body was designed to move, to pulse with life through activity that awakens circulation and energizes the heart muscle. Even gentle walking, practiced daily for as little as 30 minutes, becomes a sacred ritual that revitalizes every artery, calms the nervous system, and elevates mood. Movement is medicine, accessible, powerful, and transformative. Equally vital is the nourishment we offer ourselves. Food is not merely fuel, but a profound expression of care. Reducing salt intake to moderate levels frees the heart from the burden of excess fluid and pressure. Embracing whole, natural foods, fruits bursting with antioxidants, whole grains rich in fiber, and healthy fats that soothe inflammation creates an internal environment where the heart can thrive. The simple act of choosing a wholesome breakfast over processed, greasy alternatives signals to the body a commitment to healing and longevity. Managing stress transcends mere relaxation techniques. It invites a deep reconciliation between mind and heart. Practices such as meditation, mindful breathing, and authentic connection with others dissolve the invisible chains of anxiety and anger that constrict blood vessels and accelerate heart wear. Emotional well-being becomes a sanctuary where the heart finds peace and strength to endure. Addressing sleep with the seriousness it deserves completes the restorative cycle. Recognizing conditions like sleep apnea and seeking appropriate treatment allows the heart its nightly reprieve, vital for repair and resilience. Creating a soothing bedtime ritual, free from the intrusion of screens and overstimulation, restores natural rhythms and renews the body's harmony. Finally, unwavering adherence to prescribed medications and regular health monitoring anchors this holistic approach. Medicines are not merely pills, but guardians of heart function, preventing silent damage and maintaining balance. Engaging actively with healthcare providers fosters empowerment and ensures that the path to heart health is guided, safe, and responsive. Together, these practical solutions form a tapestry of care that honors the heart's tireless work and the precious gift of life it sustains. Each conscious choice is an act of love towards oneself, a step toward freedom from the chains of disease, and a promise of vitality that can carry one well into the golden years. Heart health is not a destination, but a daily commitment, one that holds the power to transform and prolong the very essence of living. The heart is a relentless rhythm, an endless source of life that has accompanied us through the long journey of existence. It never demands, never complains, silently performing its duty with extraordinary strength and unwavering perseverance. But as we age, this heart no longer withstands the same pressures as before, and it is we through the choices we make each day who hold the key to protecting or endangering its vitality. What matters is not perfection or instant transformation, but the persistent, step-by-step commitment to rebuilding a strong foundation for cardiovascular health. Every small decision, every simple change can create extraordinary power, saving the heart and extending life. The heart asks for little. It only needs your care, attention, and understanding. This is an invitation to begin that journey today. Do not let old habits weigh you down. Do not let complacency or delay rob you of the precious opportunity to live well and fully. Let every walk, every wholesome meal, every peaceful moment in your soul become the strongest defense for your heart. Alongside you on this path, supportive tools like health tracking apps do more than help maintain habits. They inspire, remind, and motivate you so you don't lose your way in caring for yourself. Think of them as faithful companions, always by your side, helping you nurture your health day by day. The future is not distant or abstract. It begins right now with the actions you choose to protect yourself. Let your heart know it is cherished and loved, for it is the source of the energy that allows you to savor every moment of life. Remember, caring for your heart is caring for your life itself. Don't wait for pain or instability to prompt action, because by then, it may be too late. Start now with determination and deep awareness. A healthy heart will bring you the freedom, happiness, and peace you truly deserve. Cherish and protect your heart today, for it is the most precious gift life has given you.